Hi there, Gemini. Good morning. I'm Coach Glow. This is going to be your weekly reading. Which deck do I want to use? No. I was going to go old school, but we're going to go new school with Gemini. I'm going to use the Modern Witch Tarot deck. Love this deck. I've been using it for weeks now. Still not tired of it. Still super hard to shuffle, but I love it. I think it's super cute. All right, God, what are your messages for the sign of Gemini this week? What are your messages for the Gemini collective this week, God? Gemini. You've got judgments. Judgment. So you're making some decisions, like you're bringing old things back, right? We are in... She's just yawning. We are in Mercury retrograde. And, you know, things from the past are coming up so that we can deal with them. I feel like you're taking on this challenge, or at least things from the past are arising so that you can deal with them. But I feel like you're taking on this challenge. Hey, hyper girl. Baby, you hyper girl. What you doing over there? Taking on this challenge here. Making some decisions on your own past. Right? It's time to finally reflect on something. For Gemini. I'm doing Gemini, right? I hope so. Gemini. Yeah. And you're taking control with the Emperor. The Emperor is deciding what belongs in their life still. It's almost like, what can they control, right? Okay, so you can't control things that have happened to you in your past, but you know what you can control, and what you can control is yourself. And so, you know, like, you're judging yourself. You're figuring out the things that you can control, and you're working on it. And you're doing it. You're making decisions on things that you do have control over. Making decisions on things that you do have control over. God bless you. This is for Gemini. Queen of Swords. Exactly. Clearing the air, clearing the space, making calls, kicking ass and taking names. Like, you know, I feel like you're delivering messages of your truth, of what you will allow and what you won't allow. Making decisions here. You know, taking control of your life. And I want to listen to music. This is for Gemini. right? You're getting clear. You're getting clear and making yourself clear about what you will allow and what you will not allow, right? The Emperor keeps a steady flow, keeps the flow of Mother Nature, keeps the flow of God. You know, making sure that nothing hinders growth and creativity. And in order to do that, you've got to make some calls in your life. You can't just let, you know, people decide things for you, decide, you know, your life for you. You've got to, you know, take your spot and take control. I feel like that's what you're doing. I feel like you're also taking control of your mental space, right? You're clearing your mental space. You're prioritizing your mental space. Getting clear, making yourself clear, cutting out what isn't necessary. Gemini, the Strength card here. Gemini. Oh, you got two cards that came out. The Knight of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. There's something here about confidently being strong, being confident, taking the lead when it comes to matters of the heart, but it's still a knight, so it's like you're back and forth. You're not really sure if you should give to a situation. Baby, you good over there? Sorry, she's acting funny. Gemini. God, make this clear for Gemini, please. Make this clear for Gemini. Right, because there's a Knight of Cups here. Knight of Cups is loving, is caring, but it's not reliable. It's a little flaky. This Knight of Cups is a little bit flaky. So maybe you want, you know, strong energy to come at you. You're not like there's flaky energy coming towards you. And you're like, this Six of Pentacles talks about an equal give and take. It's about giving. You're being charitable. You're being charitable with your love. All right, let's get some clarity here, God, for Gemini. Six of Cups. Okay, so there seems to be a lot of harmony here. Equal give and take when it comes to your resources, and an equal give and take when it comes to your heart, to matters of the heart. Also, you have two past life energies here. The Judgment brings up the past, things of the past that you have to, you know, make a call on. And the Six of Cups brings back the past, like good feelings from the past. Right? I almost feel like you see past this tough exterior that somebody is putting on. You know that they are fickle. Fickle with their offerings, right? They act like they mean business, but they honestly don't even know what they're doing with their heart. they're kind of giving generously, giving their heart generously, giving their resources generously. I feel like someone here is on a journey of love. I don't know. This is a little bit all over the place here. This is going to tie together. Right, God? Right. Alright, God, make it clear for Gemini. Let's get some answers here. The Queen of Wands. Another queen. So it might be, you know, friends giving you advice, right? You could be getting advice from friends, or like working with people who are at your level. Gemini. The Hierophant. And the Hierophant talks about commitments and traditions and higher learning. At the bottom of the deck, you've got the Nine of Swords. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this state of mind that you're in is not good. I'm sorry to tell you. But this Nine of Swords is your overall message, is the overall message that you are, this whole thing is playing out in your head at night. It makes you feel guilty. It makes you feel less than. You are mentally overwhelmed. You can't stop thinking about something. And it's really, you're anxious, you know, it's not a good feeling. And then you've got the Seven of Pentacles, right? And the Moon, and the Eight of Swords, and the Hermit. So it's like, what do I have to do? You know, what seeds am I going to water here to get myself through this dark period where I don't know what's going on? It's all just straight emotions, and you're blocking yourself mentally here with this Eight of Swords, right? You need to do some deep digging when it comes to yourself, and you know, you need to go within and figure out what seeds you need to water to get out of your own way, right? Because this Nine of Swords, you've got full control over this feeling here with the Emperor. You have the strength, right? I'm not sure if you have the will. You seem so disappointed in love that you don't want to make any solid offers, right? You're kind of, your emotions are not steady. You're not going with, okay, I was going to say you're not going with the flow, pero I think that you are going with the flow. I feel like you're trying to get yourself out of this Nine of Swords state, you know, kind of woe is me, feeling bad for yourself. And I feel like God is telling you that now is the time to really evaluate, you know, the things that you can change, and, you know, and make peace with the things that you cannot change. Right? You have the strength to pick and choose how you want your, you know, what you will accept in your life. You've got the strength to do so because you've been on such an emotional roller coaster. Right? You just want to be able to give freely, receive freely, you know. You want to be unencumbered. You want to really flourish and be the Queen of Wands. Like, you really want to express yourself. I feel like you're making a commitment, or you're learning to express yourself. I feel like you're sharing your story here, right? You're sharing your knowledge and your heart here. Okay, you're trying to get yourself out of this Nine of Swords. So the seeds that you were watering, ooh, I'm getting chills now. This is what you're doing, right? Oh man, I'm getting so emotional. Man, fuck. Sorry. Right, so you're watering the seeds that you need to water, and you know that your emotions are not in the best place, not the steadiest, but you've got to be strong, right? You've got to make some decisions, right? To get an even steady flow in your life. You know, you've got to gain control of your thoughts, right? Even though you are on an emotional roller coaster, it does not stop you from making decisions and being strong. Just because you're on an emotional roller coaster doesn't mean that you don't know anything, that you haven't learned anything, right? So you're giving, right? What's you're grateful for the things that you do know. You're learning to be grateful for what you do have, for what you can control, and and you're putting that out into the world, and then you're going to receive it back. And that's what's going on. You're literally wearing your heart on your sleeve, your passions, your experiences. You're on display here with the Queen of Wands. You're on display here. And you're very passionate about it. And you're honest, right? You can trust this Queen of Wands is going to give you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Just because they're so fiery and they're so out there that, this is not an introvert. Maybe you are an introvert. Here, I did see the Hermit card. Oh man, things are going to change with you watering these seeds of gratitude, right? I get gratitude from this Six of Pentacles. It's like, the universe has been so good to me. You're looking at how the universe has been so good to you that you just want to give right back, and that makes you feel grateful, the fact that you do have, something to give, that you even though you're not the happiest in love, you still have the heart space or the capacity to give love. And it could be money, it could be, you're just feeling very charitable right now when it comes to your emotions and your resources. And you're getting that flow that the Emperor has control over, right? And you're on display. You're literally doing this in front of people, and you look super strong. You look strong, and you're learning what seeds you have to water to keep yourself out of this situation here, to keep the flow. Right? Through these emotions, through this inner turmoil, through these dark thoughts, you're working on what you can control. I see the Ace of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Six of Wands. Come on now. And the World. This is a new cycle. You're seeing things differently. What? The World, the Hanged One, the Ace of Cups. There are only good things on its way to you. Right? When you start to control the things that you can control. And that is, focusing on what you're grateful for. I feel a lot of gratitude in this, learning, and a display of I feel like you're setting a good example, right? Okay, so there's a leadership role here with the Strength card. There's a leadership role here. You're setting a good example, right? People are learning from you. And it's not like you're teaching it on purpose. You're just talking about it. You're showing You're showing love, and in showing love, you're going to receive love, right? You're showing your heart, and you're not coming from a place of, I know everything, I know how to get out of a broken heart. Like, you don't know everything, and you don't even, like, you're not mature. But you don't have to be mature to be winning at life. Like, I feel like you'll gain that. You'll gain that from your experiences in life, from what you've learned. Like, you're helping yourself grow here by controlling the things that you are able to control, by keeping the flow, by setting a good example. People are learning from you. Yeah, you're watering the seeds that you can control through this time where you don't even know. Your emotions are all over the place. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going to come. You could have been stuck in your head about it. It could be blocking you from living your life. But you went inside and you did some analyzing. You did some soul searching, right? Controlling the things that you can control, right? The hermit is closing the laptop. I'm gonna go figure some things out here. I need to go figure some things out here. I can't, it's like outside, you can't do outside. You can't do other people's opinions because it's really messing with your mental. It's bringing you further and further into darkness. Right? So you're like, I need to take a pause. I need to step away. Figure some things out, right? Clear my mind, figure some things out, for myself, because I feel trapped and anxious and I'm in my head and I'm not happy here. And with that brings you more stability. Brings you the Ace of Pentacles. You being able to step back and analyze and rearrange some things. Rearrange maybe your thinking, or, yeah, making some judgment calls on the past. Like super solid, like, decisions. And watering the seeds that you do have control over. It's going to change. It's going to change everything. It's going to change your entire world. And you're going to have a victory here. You're going to win. People are going to admire you because of your new state of mind. Look, more love coming in. All right. I'm going to leave that there, Gemini. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hopefully, I will see you all next week.